Just let me know if you see me. It looks like we're up. Actually, I'll probably be able to see myself once I do. And
Yeah, I see you now.
okay. And then the audio check is the only thing I really need. Yep, I see myself. Okay. Okay, I think we are good to go. Thank you so much for joining me here on the first alert desk. My name is Tori Cooper, and so glad to have you with us on this fine Saturday. It's pretty warm out, and it was certainly a busy night for police in Metro Atlanta. We had a number of shooting investigations unfolding throughout the city, and we just want to walk you through some of that information because over the course of the afternoon, that's when police start to give us some new information, and we were able to uncover new details in 2 different overnight shootings. So let's jump right into it. Let's start with let's bring me back. Okay, there I am. Let's start with what happened at the Magic City nightclub. I'm sure you're very well aware of the Magic City nightclub because of just how popular it is. I mean, so many rappers talk about their experience there and just how that all unfolds in our community in a sense of the renowned strip club. This is the one that everybody knows about, everyone goes to, and last night there was a shooting that took place there. Police tell us they were called out around 4 in the morning, and when they got out there, they found a person shot, and then that person was unfortunately pronounced dead at the scene. Now, just within the last couple of hours, our Atlanta News First reporter, Asia Wilson, was discussing this investigation with police officers. Let's take you to the scene really quick while I continue to tell you about this. And she was able to get some details about, this is some video from that scene. She was able to confirm that, according to police, the security guard at Magic City shot the victim. Now, again, preliminary information. We still don't know what led up to this shooting and the circumstances around it. All we know is that one person was pronounced dead at the scene, and police are telling us that the person who shot that victim was the security guard of the Magic City nightclub. So we are keeping a close eye on this to see how it develops. If we get any other information about what led up to this shooting, if we learn anything else, we'll certainly let you know. But now let's head over to Northwest Atlanta because there was another shooting there. We learned that, according to police, two people, I'm going to get to that part in a moment, hold on. I'm jumping ahead of myself. So this is some video from that scene. Police told us that they believe 2 men got in an altercation. Gunfire was exchanged. One of the victims died at the scene, and they tell us that the other man died at the hospital, and both victims were in their 40s. Now, again, this was something we covered as breaking news. Police have not released too many new details, but just within the last hour, we got this new detail. We have this picture that police wanted us to show you. Come take a look really quick because you can see this is who they believe is the suspect in the Joseph E. Boone double shooting. Now, it's still unclear if they have been able to make any other arrests in connection with this shooting, but this is the man that they are looking for in connection to the Joseph E. Boone shooting that unfolded overnight. Now, again, if you have any information regarding this person's whereabouts, or if you know this person that you're looking at, police want to hear from you, and you can always contact them anonymously to relay any extra details that you may have that can help assist in this investigation. So that's the new surveillance video that we have of a person they want to speak to, and a person they are looking for. So that is the very latest on both of those shootings. Now, I want to talk a little bit about a major story that we covered extensively yesterday. But still, this was the first time I saw this interview. I watched our newscast yesterday, and this one didn't. I didn't get to see this part, so I always want to keep the viewer in mind at home and always keep you guys top of mind in a sense of what I'm going to produce on here and share with you. So in case you missed it, there was a massive fire at the gas station on Northside Drive in Midtown. So let's take you to that. Let's show you. You can just see the massive plume of smoke there, and you can see fire crews all on scene working to put this out. We did learn that the gas station, the owner of the gas station did turn off the gas when this fire erupted. And if you paid close attention to this video, you probably saw that motorcycle. Turns out, fire investigators tell us that a motorcycle caught on fire, and just moments after the driver stepped away from his motorcycle. So he's lucky to be alive. And we actually spoke to the motorcycle driver after these terrifying moments. Here's what he had to say.
We was getting gas and getting ready to leave, and my bike ended up catching on fire right up underneath my seat. It can be replaced, I can't be. So that's the good part about it. I'm still here.
We are not replaceable. We are not replaceable. And that's what he said. So, you know, I'm happy he's okay. And, you know, look, if you look at these aerials, I'm going to go back to this really quick. I mean, look at this. This damage is just unbelievable. And there's his motorcycle, and it's only the bones of the motorcycle that's left. So to be able to walk away from that without a scratch is a miracle, nothing short of a miracle. So I just thought that this was not only very incredible video that we obtained from this scene, but also just the stunning account from the man who survived it and was able to walk away and go back home to his family. So just wanted to show you guys that story because I felt like it had good elements that you guys should know about, and that you can make sure that you can talk about in the community. Like, yes, you know, I saw that on Atlanta News First. So those are the top 3 stories right now that I felt you should know about, and that came fresh out of our editorial meeting. But we do have our reporters scattered throughout the city working on some other stories tonight. I'll give you a brief little tease to get you guys to tune into our newscast. We do have our Atlanta News First reporter, Bridget Spencer, working on a story tonight. We did get a viewer that reached out to us, claimed that some masked men showed up to her house with a U-Haul, ransacked her home, and then took off, and she apparently captured it all on video. So, of course, we are heading to her to meet up with her and try to get some of that video and try to better understand where police are at in this investigation. And then our other story that we're working on, we have our Atlanta News First reporter, Blake Devine. He was working on a story at least as of 3:30. Is he still working on the Shaky Knees story? Okay, so he's out at Shaky Knees right now. There you go. We've actually, you know, whenever there's something like that that happens in the community, there's always a community interest story that is, you find that person that has a good story. You find the one thing that happened at the concert that everyone can't stop talking about. So because this is one of our local festivals, we did just want to keep an eye on some of the stuff that's transpiring out there. And it turns out there's actually a guy who, he's smack dab in the middle of like 2 stages there, and he plays music himself, and it's making a lot of the festival goers just kind of stop and enjoy just a random community member playing his heart out on the guitar. And we wanted to go get an interview with him to talk about, you know, if this is something he does every year. Apparently his porch is like right next to it, so you know, the conversation around him is buzzing, so we figured we'd go try to track him down. And yeah, we're gonna hopefully have that along with I believe some other details as it relates to making sure that people are safe and do not overdose. So we have a lot of stuff happening over there, and it's very different, but we're going to shape it up and share it with you on Atlanta News First at 6, 10, and 11. So look for our stories on that, and also that video that we will likely get from that homeowner. And again, if you have any information that will help police in the Joseph E. Boone shooting, when we showed you that surveillance video, reach out to them. You can always do it anonymously, and they depend on tips from the community. I have covered stories extensively about how a tip from the community has led to an arrest. So do not think that information you have may not be important. So if you have anything, send it their way. Thank you so much for joining me here on the First Alert Desk. We love having you, and we will see you on the other side at 6, 10, and 11. All right. Have a good night.